How's it going, guys? Winner Kills here, and welcome to a brand new set of feature matches from Locals. These were all recorded on April 24th. I'm pretty close to getting caught up here, and I'm probably going to be double uploading some of these because I have so many feature matches backlogged, and I kind of want to get caught up so I can start uploading, that week's feature matches on that same week. If that makes any sense. But we have Invoked Shaddoll versus Dino here, and it looks like our Invoked Shaddoll player starts with Terraforming. Our Dino player does Ash it, and it looks like it's actually enough to just outright end his turn. That is extremely unfortunate. Looks like he has a Maximus, Fleur-de-Lis, Invocation, and Nibiru in his hand. So yeah, literally did not have a play outside of that. Would have been actually a pretty solid play. Had the Terraforming resolved, had the Meltdown resolved, had the Alistair resolved, but, Ash Blossoms. And it's actually funny, we know as players that this is incorrect to Ash the Terraforming. Terraforming is such a general card, it could grab any field spell, obviously, so it's better off just to wait to see what kind of field spell they grab. In this instance, it would have been Meltdown. And the funny thing is, our Invoked Shaddoll player here actually had Invocation in hand. So our Dino player actually 9,000 IQ'd our Shaddoll player here to Ash the Terraforming. Because this is one of those instances where you could have complained about, how like, oh, he opened the Invocation anyways. But he actually 9,000 IQ'd it and hit the Terraforming. Never punished. Yeah, just don't ever Ash Terraforming at Locals. Unless it's a top deck from the opponent, just never Ash the Terraforming. This is one of those cases where an incorrect play is unfortunately rewarded, and you hate to see it, really. But we're going to see Oviraptor, Miscellaneous Source is resolving, Archosaur, that's summoning Petty, and then Ovi is popping Petty to revive Baby. Petty now resolving, summoning another Mist from the deck. So things are really snowballing out of the control of our Invoked Shaddoll player here. Extremely unfortunate. Like, you just really do hate to see something like an Ash on a Terraforming be the nail in the coffin, essentially. We're going to see Relinquished Anima. It's an interesting link to go into here. I would imagine maybe Link Karibo would have been the better play. Because the Relinquished Anima literally does nothing on the field at this point. And he activates Fleur-de-Lis in hand here, and I'm assuming this is happening because maybe to block damage, but it's probably ultimately going to become UCT food, because we know he has the double evolution pill in Grave. We know he has Ash in Grave already. And then he's going to link the baby Sarasaurus, and Relinquished Anima into, we'll see here, it could go for Nightmare, probably Nightmare Cerberus could be good to clear the Fleur-de-Lis. He could go for Pentastag if he really wanted to get some extra piercing damage, but I don't think that's entirely necessary here, because I imagine we'll just see a Dolka with the Oviraptor and the Misk. But, yeah, it is going to be Nightmare Cerberus, discarding another Archosaur to pop Fleur-de-Lis. Our Invoked Shaddoll player here only has Nibiru, Invocation, and Maximus in hand. He makes Dolka, and, yeah, UCT doesn't even get a chance to hit the board, and we're already heading into Game 2 here. Dino taking a very quick Game 1. And I do want to mention now, if you guys are shopping on Imperium Duelist, do not forget to use my discount code WinnerKills10 off at checkout to save 10% off of your entire order. If you guys have never checked out Imperium Duelist, I recommend it. They got some amazing playmats, deck boxes, sleeves, binders, etc. Definitely check them out at the description below. And of course, if you guys are buying anything on TCG Player or drawface.com, please do not forget to use the affiliate links I have to their sites down in the description below. Anytime you guys shop and check out using those links, a small bit of the revenue from your purchase will go right back in the channel. It helps out a ton, and also consider becoming a member of the channel today. Link in the description below for more information. So, yeah, I think as we all expected here, Invoked Shaddoll to go first. I think this particular variant of Dino does like to go second. at least this particular Dino player at our locals does like to blind second. So it's really just no surprise that we're seeing our Invoked Shaddoll player going first here. Pot of Prosperity resolving. Banishing 3, revealing an Ecclesia, an Alistair, and a Cosmic. He'll take the Ecclesia. Pretty easy choice there since he's already normaled Alistair for turn, gotten into the Secure Garden a link. And in hand, it looks like he has Impermanence, Cosmic, Ecclesia, and the Invocation, which he's activating now. We'll see him go for the Mechaba. And then he's going to just recycle the Invocation back into the deck, add back the Mechaba. Then we'll probably see Ecclesia after this for punishment. He does have Imperm as well, which is going to make this end board a little bit better. Summon out Ecclesia, but of course one of the things you've got to be prepared for is that Miscellaneousaurus to just make all of your cards basically tokens. So that's one thing he does have to watch out here for. But, you know, with the Mechaba on field, it really shouldn't be too big of an issue. So it looks like he's going to go ahead and add a copy of Maximus here. Not go for Fleur-de-Lis, not go for the punishment. Obviously, you can get a little bit more value off of the Maximus. Can be a little bit risky, but, you know, he already knows what he's playing against, the Dino deck. Well, actually, you know, what I should say is that it's actually still very risky here. Because the Dino deck does have, at least what I would imagine, some open slots within the extra deck. So I feel like some Dino players could easily throw in some Entis and Novas and Mechabas in the extra deck. And that Maximus could very easily be punished. So he'll add Schism, though, off of the app loan that he sent as part of the effect of Maximus. Also sending Titaniclad. Now discarding the Alistair. And one thing I'm seeing here is that he did not grab Punishment, which seems a little strange because Punishment is going to be very strong against the Dino deck, specifically regarding that of Miscellaneousaurus, because he can activate Punishment in the battle phase when Misk is not in effect. But he's going to add the Fleur-de-Lis instead, which I guess is not bad either. It, of course, does have Imperm as well, which could, you know, hit a UCT in the battle phase, which is going to be the thing that's ultimately going to hurt this board the most, is a UCT coming down and clearing things in mass. And that's another thing you have to be careful, too. Winda can be very strong here, but, you know, Dinos literally sometimes only need that one special summon. Of course, it all depends on their hand, but regardless, a very strong board here. He does have Meltdown in play, does have the Mechaba 3-set back row, Cosmic, Imperm, and Schism among those cards with the Fleur-de-Lis in hand. While he was thumbing through his deck there, I actually don't think I saw Punishment, so he might not have it in his main deck here in Game 2. I did see Solemn Judgment in there, so he may have sided those out for Judgment, which I get, but also, like, Punishment is so incredibly searchable. I feel like he could have done this in a bit of a different order. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like he still could have gone for Ecclesia, just add Punishment, and then just set everything else. But our Dino player opens really strong here regardless. He's going to summon Pankratops, and he's going to play Gold Sarcophagus in the same column as one of the Invoked player's sets. And he's going to actually activate the Imperm, because it is in the same column, so I figured maybe that's one of the reasons he wants to fire this off now. Not waiting till Pank uses its effect. But as you might expect, the Dino player is going to chain Pank. And he's going to negate the Pank. So, 2 negates already have been baited here. I feel like that was a bit of a panic play. I don't know. I feel like letting the gold start go through is not such a huge issue. That is only going to stop the... well, that's only going to get Giant Rex, or would have gotten Giant Rex. And he did play Fossil Dig there. Now, that Fossil Dig seemed like it was in the same column that Imperm was activated in. It may not have been. Neither players are playing with playmats that have zones, so it is a little tricky to tell. Could have very easily not have been activated in the same column. I don't know. You know, I can't tell all this information just from watching it back. I'd have to ask the players, but either way, that Fossil Dig will go through, and we're going to see an interesting chain link here. Ovi chain link 1, Fleur-de-Lis chain link 2, Mist chain link 3, and Schism as chain link 4. Winda comes out, and of course, the effect of Schism has many things going on. It all happen at the same time. The summon and send all part of one effect. So the Winda comes out, and it looks like he wanted to send, but it's not getting sent here. I'm not entirely sure why. So everything is going to go through here. The Oviraptor search will get to go through because the Misk will still be able to protect it. Still didn't have anything to stop the Misk. Misk is, I mean, say what you will about dinos, whether you think it's good right now or bad right now. Miscellaneousaurus still proves time and time again to be an extremely powerful card. Not even just for the fact that it can summon more from deck from the grave, but that hand trap-like effect that it offers is very, very strong without a doubt. So we're going to see this Oviraptor resolve. Of course, he is under Winda, but the Mechaba has been exhausted at this point. The Fleur-de-Lis has been exhausted. The Imperm already burned. Granted, I mean, you know, the Pankratops seeing the board is quite a bit of pressure. Pankratops is a crazy card, but I felt like maybe he just blew those two interruptions way too early. Now we're going to see Oviraptor add Petitranodon to the hand. And we'll see what he follows up here. Only has one special summon to work with, but we're going to see him banish a Dino and a non-Dino. Or actually 2 Dinos, rather, because Reprodocus is a Dino, and there it is, UCT. The one special summon, and he's going to pop the baby in hand, and our Dino player says, you know what, I've had enough of this. You got it, and he still had an Ash in hand. That was very unfortunate. That was a combination of dumb luck and just your opponent having the stones and just maybe using those interruptions way too quickly. Some players do sometimes have a tendency, myself included. Some people do it all the time. It's happened to everybody. I feel like at least once where you maybe throw everything you have at your opponent a little too soon. And then after that, they still have some gas in the tank because he didn't let them commit quite enough, which is basically what happened here. So that's going to result in a quick 2-0 match for Dino. And if you guys didn't notice, I didn't speed this matchup at all. Literally a 12-minute match. Dino just taking it 100%. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Helps out the channel a lot. Hope you guys are having a good one. As always, Winter Kill sign out. We'll see you guys in the next one. And last but not least, a huge shout out goes to all of our YouTube members. And of course, a special thanks goes out to our Divine level channel members. And there's Zors and Chadillax84. Thank you guys so much for your continued and very generous support of the channel.